Right, so for today's Angel Hug for 12-12-12, I just thought it would be nice to use the Atlantis card. So just going to give those a quick shuffle. Let's see what we get. Right, that feels like a good place to stop. High Priestess. Right, okay, so we know that what's happening a lot at the moment is there is an awakening to the divine feminine principle. There is a coming into more alignment with that principle, and there is also a mass petitioning for each one of us, regardless of gender, to become more open to the possibility of allowing that principle to come forward once again and to guide us, to guide our consciousness, to influence us, to touch us, and to open our hearts again to this potential for living in harmony, to living from the heart, and to be living in a way that is much more in alignment with spirit and in touch with the Mother Earth. So I'm not surprised we get a card like High Priestess for today. I think that's just perfect. So I hope you can see it clearly. If not, just absorb the message. So the High Priestesses of Atlantis were highly evolved women who were honoured and revered for their compassion, understanding and selfless service to their people. They embodied feminine wisdom and channeled guidance from the Intergalactic Council for the Development of Atlantis. Right, I just want to stop there. So, again, I might have said this in the Atlantis readings, but I just want to say, if we look at the way that the world has been developed and the way it has evolved in recent years, centuries, it has been with a very different principle guiding it. And this principle is much more about all of us, male and female, allowing ourselves to be guided from a very intuitive and loving perspective. So rather than it being about building, acquiring, having, and developing, it's much more about evolving, growing, nurturing, creating. So when we come into contact with that energy where we are allowing ourselves to be guided by more advanced beings, let's just say, by our guides, by our higher teachers, by the angelic realm, by divine wisdom, by Creator, God, Father, Mother, Great Spirit, whatever words you want to use, it means that we become more able to start to create a world that will be a joy to live in. So this is the plan, this is the divine plan, and this is really what we are petitioning for today. So if you're not clear about what to meditate on or what space to be in today, this is just the perfect card to remind us all. It's just perfect. Okay, so I'll read on a bit more. In order to develop their powers and incredible psychic and spiritual skills, they undertook extraordinary initiations to test themselves and to maintain their sixth-dimensional frequency. And I just want to add here, so that you don't have to, so that not everyone has to, so that, this is how I feel about this age that's evolving now. That has been done. That's been done by a huge amount of light workers who are living, breathing, walking on this earth right now. They've put themselves through their paces. These are the people that I feel very much connected with at the moment. And, you know, if you come to these readings and they don't really resonate for you, it's not necessarily for you. It's very much for those people, but it means that the work that they have done, it's also now for everyone. It's so that not everyone has to go through those initiations, because there has been enough of that quality of light coming through those willing beings to allow us all now to experience a mass shift, and for us all to be able to awaken those gifts and awaken to who we truly are in our more expansive and complete manifestations, even while we walk on earth. So that's what these shifts are about. It's about everyone is potentially a light worker. Everyone is potentially aligned with God's source universe all the time. And that isn't to say that, you know, any of us are at the moment, even those who have been through those initiations and developed a great deal. It's still a challenge being in what's been predominantly a 3D reality. That reality is about to shift. and it will become more comfortable for those beings of that finer vibration, and it will shift everyone else into a finer vibration. And that's really where we are today, what we're looking at. And we're looking at that every day that follows today, because this has begun a long time ago, and it's been happening in increments for quite some time, and it will quite possibly continue beyond 12-12-12 and beyond 21-12-12. So, but it's just really, you know, a time for us to redefine and re-clarify our intentions about what it is we're hoping to aspire to and to align with in order to create this utopian consciousness and to create this utopian reality. So, okay, the instruction is, or rather the guidance is, this is the card of feminine power and wisdom. Do not rely on logic or rational thought at this time. So in other words, trust yourself, trust your vision, trust what you feel about what's changing on Earth at the moment. Trust yourself as a being of light. Trust that you do have an impact. If you chose the High Priestess, you are called on to use your intuition and psychic gifts. And I want to add to that your healing energy. Respond to challenges from your deepest knowing, for the answers lie within. You are reminded to work with total integrity and compassion, because that gives you a more powerful sense of this divine energy that you are then able to work with. And it's, well, you'll see. It's quite miraculous. I know a lot of people are already aware of this and know exactly what I'm talking about. Please share your input. Please share what you're hoping to do today for 12-12-12, and just share any responses to this card, really, because I think it's really special. And yeah, sometimes just having a bit of interaction and just stating your intention makes it that much more powerful. Okay, everyone, thank you for listening. Have a great day, whatever you're doing, wherever you are, whoever you are, and whatever you believe. Have fun. Okay, speak to you tomorrow. Bye.